Hello, and welcome to the Blue Cloud Support Series. My name's Cameron, and today we're going to take a look at how to use the WebPhone. We're going to go over setting up your devices, how to do basic call management, and some of the features supported on our service. So, without further ado, let's head on over to my computer and take a look.
Let's navigate to the WebPhone login page. In order to do so, go to BlueCloudUSA.com in your web browser. At the top of the page, you'll click on the GoVoIP button. This will take you to the login screen. From here, you'll put in your username and password that you received from your supervisor or support. Once you've entered your login name and password, click the Login button. This is the user portal. From here, you can check messages as well as see your contacts, but you can also do these features through the web phone, which is where I prefer to check them. So we're going to do that. In the top right corner, you'll see the Apps button. Click on this, and we'll click on Web Phone to pull up the web phone. The very first time that you log into the web phone, it will ask you for permissions. So in order to use it, you'll need to allow access to your microphone. So we're going to click Allow. All right, next you'll see the quick start. In order to get through the quick start, you can click next and then done. This will show up just the first time. All right, and here's the web phone. Now I'm going to actually make it full screen so you can see all the features that are in the web phone. The web phone is optimized for use in Google Chrome, so we recommend using Google Chrome for best call quality. Additionally, in order to make the web phone easy to log into for each time, you can either bookmark this page or you can add it to your list of startup tabs. I'm going to show you how to add it to your startup tabs so that when you open Google Chrome, it will automatically open the web phone. To do so, find the URL at the top of the page, and we're going to press Control C on Windows. If you're on a Mac, you'll press Command C. And from here, we're going to minimize this. And in our main Chrome window, we're going to click on the three dots icon, go to Settings, on Startup, and open a specific page or set of pages. We're going to click this, and we're going to add a new page. Here, you'll put in the URL that you copied by pressing Control V on Windows or Command V on Macintosh. Go ahead and press the Add button here. Now when you open Google Chrome, it will automatically open your web phone. It's also important to set up your devices. In order to tell your computer which device to use for the speaker and the microphone, you'll go to the left-hand side here, click on Settings. From here, you'll set microphone and audio output. So microphone is for the audio input. Audio output is where you should hear the person who's talking from. So if you have multiple speakers, you'll want to choose the speaker that you want to hear them talking from. One more setting that we recommend you add is to click on the eye icon with the slash through it if you have this. For cookie blocking, click Site Not Working and then Allow Cookies. If you see the open eye, that means that cookies are already allowed and you don't need to change anything. This will allow your computer to remember your login information for the site until you clear cookies. The first time that you receive a call on the web phone, you'll get a pop-up that shows you that the site would like to allow notifications. We recommend clicking Allow. This will allow you to see the notifications if you're using a different application on your computer, as you'll get a pop-up in the corner. All right, let's go over the notification box here in the middle. So this will show you where your voicemails are at, if you have new voicemails, missed calls, or unread chats. And we're going to go through how to check those here. You can just click on each one and it'll take you to the proper place in the system. Click on voicemails to check on the voicemails, click on the missed calls to take you to the missed calls, and click on the unread conversations to take you to the chats. All right, we're ready to place an outbound call. So in order to do so, you'll just click on the red button here in the bottom right corner. From here, you'll see the icons change. We're going to press the new call button in order to dial a new number. From here, we can type in the number with the keyboard. You can also click on the screen if you'd like with your mouse and press the green button to start the call. And that's it. We're making our call. Woo! The red button here will end the call. Next, let's go over some in-call controls. This time, I'm going to click on the contacts button on the left side, and I'm going to click on our coworker to dial them directly. Here, we'll click on the handset icon to call them. Now we're talking to our coworker. You'll see the controls in the middle of the screen here. The first one is the mute button. If you click this, the other person will not be able to hear you, but you will be able to hear them. The next button is the hold button. This will put the caller on hold, and they will be able to hear your hold music, and you will not be able to talk to them. The next one is the dial pad. This one is useful if you need to call into a number that has an auto attendant and, for example, press 1 to get to their sales team. You would click on the dial pad here. Then you would simply click on the option that you needed to. When you're done, you would click the arrow here to go back to the call screen. Next is the add call button. This is useful if you need to manage additional calls at the same time. We'll go over that here shortly. And the transfers we'll also cover in a minute here. The park call button is used to place a call in a parking spot. Switch phone is used if you'd like to switch to your desk phone. So you can click this button, select your desk phone, and it'll place a new call. Put this caller on hold temporarily so that you can switch to the other phone and then take them off hold. Next, let's go over the types of transfers that are available with the web phone. The first is the blind transfer. This is where you transfer a caller to your coworker, regardless if they are available or not. If your coworker is available, they can take the call. If not, the caller will be sent to your coworker's voicemail. The second kind of transfer is the announce transfer. This is where you check in with your coworker first to see if they're available. If they are available, then you can push the caller through. If they're not, you can pull the call back and talk to the original party. The announce transfer is useful if you want to ensure that the caller does not end up in a voicemail box. First, let's go over the blind transfer. So either you call someone or they call you. Oh look, we're getting a call. So we can press the green button to accept the call, the X to ignore, and the handset down to reject. I'm going to answer the call. And let's say that we want to transfer this to our coworker. So in order to do so, we can click the transfer button, click choose from contacts, and here we are going to select the extension of our coworker, click the handset icon, and select blind transfer. And now this person is either talking to our coworker if they're available. If they're not available, then they'll be able to leave a message. Next is the announce transfer. So again, someone calls in or you call them. You'll answer the call, and we're talking to the first person that is called in, and they're asking if our coworker is available. So let's check in with our coworker and see if they're available. To do so, click the transfer button, choose from contacts. We're going to click on extension 101 this time, click on the handset icon, and this time we're going to select assisted transfer. Now we're talking to our coworker, Bobby Bob. The first caller is on hold, and we can say, hey, Bobby Bob, are you available to talk to this person that has called in? If Bobby Bob is available, you will click the complete transfer button, and this will push the original caller to talk to Bobby Bob and in your call. If Bobby Bob is not available, you can click cancel transfer, and you'll be able to talk to the original party again. In this case, I'm going to complete the transfer. And now the original caller is talking to our coworker. In some cases, you may find that you need to transfer a caller directly to a voicemail box. For example, if you've done the announce transfer but the person's not available and you don't want to have the caller sit through the ringing of the person's extension before they get to the mailbox again. In this case, what you can do is you can click the transfer button, you can click dial a new number, and here you'll type in 03 followed by your coworker's extension. In this case, I'm going to send it to extension 101's mailbox. 03 is the short code for send directly to voicemail, and 101 is the extension it needs to go to. Once we click the green button, this person will be sent after clicking blind transfer. Now they're going directly to this person's mailbox and leaving a message. Next, let's go over how to do a three-person conference call. First, what we'll do is we'll click on our contacts, and we're going to select the coworker that we'd like to call first. If you need to call an outside number, you can do so instead through the normal calling method. Once we have the first person on the phone, we'll need to add the second person. What you'll do is you'll click on Add Call, and either you can dial a new number, for example, a cell phone number, or you can choose from contacts. In this case, I'm going to get another coworker on the line. Now the first person that we've called is on hold, and our second coworker is on the line. Now we'll need to merge the calls together into our conference. To do so, we'll click on the Merge Calls button here. Now we have our conference call started. Both callers are in the conference with us. And when we're done, we can simply click the End Call button to end the call. Checking voicemails and missed calls are very easy on the web phone. In order to do so, you can actually come to the main screen here with your card, and on your name card, you can click on One New Voicemails to take you to the voicemails. Here you'll see the voicemails that you have. You can click on one to expand it. You'll be able to see the transcription of the voicemail here if you have transcription service on, which it is by default. And you can also manage the voicemail from here. You can call the person back directly. Save this for later, or you can forward it to a coworker and delete your mailbox message from here. Next, for the missed calls, simply click on the missed calls part here, or you can click on call history. It'll take you to your missed calls, and from here you can select the person you'd like to call back, and you can click on the handset icon to simply call them back. On the top left of the screen, you can click on the Contacts tab. This will take you to the directory of the people in your organization. From here, you can select on a name and press the handset to call or go back. And you'll also see the presence indicators next to each one. Gray is for not logged in, green is for available and can receive a call, and red is for busy. Let's go over how to set up your voicemail greeting. Please note that if you have a desk phone or the mobile soft phone that you've already set up your greeting on, the greeting will apply to the web phone as well, so you only need to set it up on one of your devices. It's really easy to set up on the web phone, so let's take a look at how to do that. To do so, you'll click on the Greetings tab on the left. This will take you to the Greetings tab. The default is here, and if you'd like to listen to it, you can click this arrow, click the play button, and you can listen to it. To record your own, you'll click on the plus button. Here, you'll give the greeting a name first. So for example, we will put my mailbox greeting. And once you're ready to record, you can click the icon with the microphone to record. Thank you for calling. This is Janie Jane's mailbox. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Click the square when you're done. From here, you can listen to it by clicking the play button. If you like it, you can save it. If not, you can redo it. I'm going to click save. Now you'll see we have a second greeting, but you'll see that the first greeting still has a check mark next to it. That's because this is the live greeting. In order to select the one that we just recorded, you'll need to click the arrow next to it, and you'll click Set as Default, which is the check mark. Now this is our active greeting, so whenever someone calls, they will hear this message and not this message. The web phone also has built-in chat, so you can send messages to your coworker. To do so, you can click on the tab on the left here, and you can select the active conversation. If you do not have an active conversation, you can click on Contacts, you can select the person you'd like to talk to, and you can click on the chat button. This will open the new chat. Hit enter to send the chat, and it will now show up in your chat history here. You can also add your own contacts to the Contacts tab. To do so, click on the plus button on the Contacts tab to create a new contact. Here, we'll put in the required information, so first name, last name, and telephone number, and we'll click Save. And you'll see that we have the new contact down here. You can also sort the contacts by extension, by first name. There it is at the top now. And we can just select the ones that we've added personally.
All right, that's it for today. And if you have any other questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to our support team at support@BlueCloudUSA.com, and they will be more than happy to assist you with your questions. And for now, have a great day.